let's review adding 2-digit numbers using base 10 blocks. So we know what base 10 blocks are. Here's our 10 sticks and our ones cubes. We also have 100 slats, but we won't be using those today, okay? All right, so we might see a problem that looks like this. We have a 2-digit number such as 42 plus another 2-digit number such as 16, okay? Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be building my numbers using base 10 blocks. Let's start with the number 42. How many ones does 42 have? That's right, it has 2. How many tens does 42 have? That's right, it has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how many ones does 16 have? That's right, 16 has 6 ones. So I'm going to draw 6 ones cubes. Okay, great. And how many tens does 16 have? That's right, 16 only has 1 10. Okay, now all I need to do to find the answer is first put my equal sign. And all I need to do is count up the tens and count up the ones, okay? So I see that I have 1. I'm going to use a different color here so it helps me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. Okay, so my answer is for 42 plus 16. The answer to that is 58. Let me show you guys another one. Let's, for example, do this one. Let's do 23 plus 14. Okay, what's the first step I need to do? The first step I need to do is to draw my numbers using base 10 blocks, okay? So I'm going to draw the number 23 using base 10 blocks, okay? So I know I have 3 ones and I have 2 tens. For 14, I have 4 ones and I have 1 10. Now, you should always start with the ones cubes. I know I didn't do that last time, but you should always start with the ones cubes, okay? So let's start with the ones cubes this time. All right, we need to add our equal sign. Every number sentence needs an equal sign. So we have to count up our ones cubes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 7. I'm going to leave a little bit of space for our tens sticks because the 10 sticks always comes first. So let's see, 1, 2, 3 10 sticks. Okay, so I know that 23 plus 14 equals 37. Now I want you guys to go ahead and try. All right, I want you to go ahead and get a piece of paper. It could be a lined piece of paper like this. It could be something that you have used before. For me, I'm using the back of something I've already used. So I want you to get a piece of paper. Go ahead and pause this video to go get that piece of paper. Okay, you should have gotten the piece of paper. If you haven't gotten it yet, go ahead and pause the video and come back to get the piece of paper once you have your piece of paper. Okay, once you have your piece of paper, just go ahead and fold it in half. Remember, this is stuff that I've already done, so you don't have to have these markings on your page, okay? I'm just using a scrap piece of paper, okay? All right, so you're gonna fold it in half this way and fold it in half this way, okay? And you should have a blank side right here. You should have 4 sections. Good. All right, now we're gonna use this for our questions. Go ahead and put a 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. All right, we are gonna try these questions. I want you to try this one, 32 plus 14. I want you to try 15 plus 17. Oh, let's not do that one. Sorry. I made an oopsie. Let's do this one instead. Let's do 15 plus 12, okay? Let's do 43 plus 21. And lastly, let's do 23 plus 16. Okay, so go ahead and write these questions down. Once you have them, you can pause the video if you would like to wait. Once you have them down, go ahead and pause the video actually and just try your best to solve them. And then when you are done solving them, go ahead and push play on the video and I'll show you how I did it, okay? So go ahead and pause the video now to solve the problems. Okay, so you should have already solved the problems. If you haven't yet, go ahead and pause the video, solve them, and then push play again, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and solve them, and I want you to see how you did and if you got it right, okay? Let's start with number 1. The first step is to draw out each of our numbers. So I'm going to draw the number 32, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. I'm going to draw the number 14, 1, 10, and 4 ones. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the ones, and I'm going to count each of the ones cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I see I have 6 ones. Now remember, don't put your 6 first. The ones place is always on the furthest right. Okay, next comes our tens place. So let's count up our tens sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 10 sticks. So our answer is 46. If you got 46, go ahead and give yourself a star. If you drew out in a picture using 10 sticks and ones cubes, give yourself a star. Great job. Let's do this one, 15 plus 12. Go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and draw out these numbers using 10 sticks and ones cubes. So here we go. I know 15 has 1 10 and 5 ones. 12 has 1 10 and 2 ones. So I'm going to count up my ones cubes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 ones cubes and I have 2 10 sticks. If you got the number 27, go ahead and give yourself a star. If you drew a picture using 10 sticks and ones cubes, go ahead and give yourself a star. Okay, let's look at number 3 now. Number 3 says 43 plus 21. I'm going to add my equal sign. All right. If you remember to add your equal sign, give yourself a star. Great job. Let's draw out these numbers. Okay, 43 has 4 10s and 3 1s. 21 has 2 10s and 1 1. Now I'm going to count up my ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 ones. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. Okay, so that's in all, right? So if you got the number 64 as your answer, go ahead and give yourself a star. If you drew your 10 sticks and ones cubes to help you solve the problem, give yourself a star. Lastly, let's look at number 4. Number 4 is 23 plus 16. I'm going to add my equal sign. If you remembered your equal sign, give yourself a star. Okay, I'm going to draw my numbers 23 and 16 in using my base 10 blocks. So 23 has 2 10s and 3 1s. 16 has 1 10 and 6 1s. Okay, I'm going to double check and count to make sure I drew 6 1s. Because if you accidentally draw 1 more or 1 less, then you're going to get the wrong answer. So it's always good to be accurate and go back and check to make sure you drew the right amount. So let me make sure that I drew 6 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like I did. So I'm going to go ahead and count up all of my ones all together, including the ones over here that we drew for 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 ones. And then let's count up the 10s. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 10s. Okay, so I got the number 39. If you got the number 39 as your answer, give yourself a star. And if you drew your 10 sticks and ones cubes, give yourself a star. So great job practicing with me today. You can take a picture of your work and put it on Google Classroom if you want, but you also don't have to. Later on in the week, we'll move into adding 3-digit numbers, okay? So let's make sure that we're practicing, and I know that you guys are going to do a great job. Thank you.